Welcome to FEOD. I'm just going to do a general overview. Before I do that, look at this shiny plate. That's what you get when you clear all of the current FEODs. It's gonna go from gold to P plate to this, but you'll be stuck with the P plate for a little bit. Basically, it's just a very, very disgusting color that it's embarrassing. After you get gold, you're expecting something better, then it's like, ugh. Then it goes to this. So currently, there's 12, but once you get to 5, you get the gold, and then after that, it proceeds to be terrible until you get to 12. Now, that part's out of the way. Next part. The whole purpose of FEOD is to get the nuggets so you can make the ingots, use the ingots to max out your EX weapons, to come back to FEOD, to clear other stages, rinse and repeat. I know it sounds redundant, but that's just the formula. Also get used to resets. Now that that part's out of the way, we're gonna get into some strategy plus a little explanation of each stage. Before I redo all of them, somebody send help. I'm gonna need all the help I can get. My sanity is already gone. I might as well just deal with it. The bomb is a problem for this stage because its defense is stupid. It can blow everybody up, literally, and you can't do anything about it. The only way to solve this is to either stop it before it blows up by breaking it, or you can just tank the hit like I initially did with Bosch. But after a certain point, I came back because I had enough characters after clearing up to about 7 or so. I got Pain, Lilizette, and Locke, and we just steamrolled it. These two, they're irrelevant. All they do is AoE attack. If you get past the bomb, you can get past these guys. Plus, the turn requirement is very nice for the first one. Speaking of turn requirements, number 2 took me 113 turns the very first time because I had base EX Ash, base EX Sarah, and this very same Yuna. Yeah, the one with the 2 boards. I'm embarrassing myself. Oh, God. These are pretty decent arts for me because I don't get anything. So, of course, a lot of that factored into the 113 of 115. I had to reset at least 30-something times. It was a nightmare. Sarah got backhanded multiple times because this guy is a problem. And the reason why I'm even using this stupid team is because at the time, I did not have that many people that could deal with this because it's resisting ranged, it's resisting physical. What am I gonna do? Those 3 are the only people that I had. I don't have like heavy magic DPS, such as Ace or Shantoto or anything in that category, or even Celis, because at the time I was kind of struggling. Because Chaos Transition was not nice to me. So I decided to just bide my time. Next biggest problem besides getting backhanded in these stupid resistances is this Griffin. This Griffin can charm the entire team. It has happened to me multiple times. If I got charmed with my budget team, which might be the thing that you're going to have to do on multiple stages, is run budget teams. If anything goes wrong, instant reset every single time. But don't feel bad. Even the best of us have to reset because RNG is stupid. It is what it is. Number 3. Now, this team may look similar to my Arc 2 Chapter 6 final boss setup. This is a throw down or go down team. If you don't want to go down, you better kill her fast. Because she's a problem. If she touches you with her sword AoE attack, everybody dies. Except, of course, last stand people, but that's besides the point. If Fang gets touched, she's dead. If Ulta gets touched, she's dead. What am I going to do with Tola still alive? Bring everybody back? The score is as good as gone. So what I did instead was have Fang completely drop her debuffs, focus all of the attention towards her, and completely nuke her down and delay her as much as possible. And of course, ulti and her amazing turn skips. Once I got to these guys, it was pretty easy. I went straight into the summon, popped Alti's EX, pressed all of her skills, and as soon as we got out of the summon, her EX was up again, and I got them caught in a perfect loop, and we actually finished on time. Even with Fang's terrible HP attack, that is below even global standards, I was able to do it. FEOD 4, the big thing about this stage, I know 135 turns of, that's terrible. I know that's bad, I don't care. But the thing is, this is the team I used the first time, and I'm happy because I had no problems. Yeah, we took forever, but we still passed. The score was kind of close, but still. Thing about these guys is debuffs do not work on any of them. It's consistent for every single boss. This is the boss rush stage. You can't debuff. So batteries plus delays is a common way to deal with this problem, I'm gonna say. Okay, FEOD 5. Boy, this is a problem. 130 turns for a good reason. Because you gotta deal with mannequins. But wait, mannequins have never been a problem. Okay, have you fought these mannequins at the chaos level? They are resistant to magic. And all of them get buffs. The first wave, these three. Sith puts on buffs. Cypher breaks everybody. Sid proceeds to one-shot. Game over. You don't even get a chance to reset because that's the first wave. Might as well just exit and come back. Next one is Cain and Yang. They suck. Onion Knight, Lightning, and Agris. God, it's not as bad as the first wave. The thing I had to be wary of was Onion Knight turn rate on his multi-slash. Because he will hit you, jump in front of you, and then kill you. That's just what it is. Lightning can do the same thing. Except she's not as much of a problem. Especially if you dispel her. Agris is useless. All she does is help them regenerate. And she might get a stun on you occasionally. But if you dispel her, trash. Onion Knight, biggest problem of them. For sure. Balthier and Ramza. Huh, what a joke. Locke, Sephiroth, and Auron. Oh my god. I think I've gotten Vanille killed by Auron at least 40 times. Locke got me at least 5 times. Sephiroth, ironically, is the least threat of these three. This right here, that's a big threat. That's a big threat. Because once he charges up his second skill, he can one-shot the team. Plus, it also heals them up. Last thing you want these guys to do is heal while having buffs on. Auron is probably the biggest problem, because he will consistently focus the person you don't want to get killed. Locke has the AoE. Sephiroth is useless. I mean, he hits hard, but once you drop a debuff on him, he's trash. Aside from that, it's not too difficult. It's just frustrating. And my team right here is abuse Jack's break mechanic to spam EX, have Agris for the healing, and hopefully drop a stun. She also gets 2 guaranteed stuns because of her C65, which is the best. Right here. And her EX also stops. Oh, a lot of good things in this match. A lot of good things get shut down thanks to her. Vanille kinda sucks. I did this the first time without having Vanille EX+. She has 1 board, 66 crystals, and okay artifacts. This is the team that I used. Jekt definitely hard carried this fight, like 100%. But for 6, it started to get a little bit better because Marlboros, guy that puts on buffs, bring Yuffie, instantly countered. Also, they resist physical, so I had to run a mix of magic plus ranged, which kind of worked out. The first initial clear was Rosa, Charlotta, and Yuffie, and it was a breeze. I had no problems. Thanks to Yuffie, the god, the ninja legend of stopping them from putting buffs on, throwing back debuffs, and battering the team. Also, the snatch ability, amazing. This one right here, this one sucks. They don't resist anything. Thankfully. But do I really have to explain this thing? You remember what this does, right? Insta-kill. The behemoth is the next problem. He's not difficult, he's more of irritating. Because he has a really weird setup. After you do a little bit of damage, he instantly stands up. And once he swings his sword at the whole team, he drops their attack so low to the point where you can barely even hurt him. Then after that, he also silences your skills. They completely get sealed for about 2 turns or something like that, I believe. So that's not a very common ability. In fact, he's the only one in the game that does that, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, getting your skills sealed, that is a nightmare. I'd rather get silenced. I mean, seriously. This right here is pretty easy. This guy is the only problem, because he resists everything. This is why the quote-unquote imperil meta, I'm not going to call it a meta, but, you know, for clarification, I'm going to say meta. But for the imperil meta, it's pretty simple, you know. You drop the whatever resist down and then enchant the team, and you can get through all the resistances. This team right here is probably overkill for this because Penello's busted, Vayne's been busted his whole life, and Lulu helps us get through a lot of the shenanigans. Aside from that, these guys just resist ranged, and it's not difficult at all. It's very easy. This is the only problem. In fact, on the last wave with these two, they didn't get a single action off. I got them caught in a perfect rotation with Vayne, Penello, and we just killed them. Easy. FEOD 9. This one is okay. I mean, the score, look at it. It wasn't that bad. We took 83 turns only because of this. You see this right here? No boards at all. Barely any attack. Also, my arts are fairly decent. Fairly decent. For me, it is, because I usually have nothing. But I have 1 attack 1 and max brave. I would have preferred that 3 times because that would have allowed Aiko to actually hurt something. Because she barely did anything. But good thing she starts with her EX because that helped me break him at the start and deal with this. Because that's a problem. He does the AoE break and then everybody just gets put in a bad position and you can get killed. Plus his defense is pretty high. His defense is high. His defense is too high. His defense is too high. Everybody's defense is too high. That's why I have Shadow. That's why I have Fran. Oh, hold up. I'm going to show it. The fully sphered Fran. The legend. The actual legend. So I've got the ulti one for the extra defense drop. The Fran one for the max brave drop. The Vayne sphere for the extra brave damage. I mean, once you put that together with Fran's debuffs, she's a monster. She actually carried this whole fight. Aiko brought us down. Shadow saved us in, like, very, very tight spots. So I like that team a lot. FEOD 10, oh boy. This is the bring some debuffs because everybody puts on buffs or cleanses. Framed debuffs are very ideal here. Charlotta has a framed debuff on her HP attack, which is Sap. Caius has a bunch of frame debuffs on his second skill, so that's 4 of them, which completely shuts down just about everybody. Then you have Waka, who's being a beast with the battery, plus he drops the blinds in the consistent EX. So it's honestly a amazing team. I actually blinded him twice, and he missed Mega Flare. I went into the summon with him blinded. He got the counter, and then after that, he missed, and then tried to do it again because he hadn't started it, and he missed again after that. So perfect. This one was really close because my selfie is actually garbage. Check it, check it, check it. Woo! Is that one artifact? It most certainly is. That's a problem because she really needs her passives in order to be useful. Otherwise, this happens. Now, this stage is resistant to magic, but at the same time, it's not that difficult. I think the biggest problem is this dispelling you. This guy dispels. Problem. This guy puts on debuffs, confusion, and I forgot what the other one is. I think they put on, do they put Doom on you or is it Insta Break? I forgot. But then there's Atlas after that, so it's not hard, it's just really tight at some times. But after getting the proper setup with EX Abuse team right here, it wasn't that bad. For FEOD 12, now this right here, they put this stupid horse with the stupid mage. How dare you disrespect the player base like this? That's right, 2 waves. It's the horse and the mage at the same time. So basically what the mage does is he floats, obviously. The horse will just break you, hop around, hit you twice, and proceed to nuke the entire party. Which is exactly why I have Porum here. I actually just got Porum maxed out right before I did this stage, specifically for this stage. Initially, I was thinking maybe this is a little too much healing / defensive capabilities for this fight. But after fighting, I was like, you know what? It is what it is. I'll come back later. Because the thing is, this stage is, I'm going to say, designed for Shantoto. Because there's lots of cleansing. There's lots of buffs coming on. Stuff getting removed. It's a mess. But since her EX is framed, it's very easy to put it back on. And it also comes up very quickly. So that leaves her a lot of room to just be free. And not be locked down by constant 30 to 70k max brave nukes that consistently target your party. But Arcelia made this very easy because she has an HP silence. Hope is here for filler, and Porum was just here because, you know, I want to tank the hits. I saw the setup and was like, nope. The mage, absolutely not. But that pretty much concludes all of the current FEODs until 13 or whenever they decide to stop this Tower of Death. Let's see, the most difficult ones for me was going to be, without a doubt, 11. Yeah, I think 5, 2, 11, and yeah, 3. I guess those were the worst for me due to lack of characters, which is the big thing about FEOD, just having available characters.